Hello guys, I'm Crypto, welcome back. Today is Wednesday, it's 25th July 2026. I was trying to take you through the steps of it's called like literally it sounds like trading a small account into some variable amount of money. So first, since we ever started from 20th up to now, things are not going on well on our account. But ideally, the strategy works. It is only that you just have to be consistent and persistent. If you have consistency, persistence, or resilience, everything that can happen cannot come back to your way, guys. Now, so far, before always what we do our routine, we have to come and look at how the market rate is doing, and we shall have to find out that once the market, you have to find out how the market is doing. At the same time, we have to find out what's the market relative strength and what's the market relative weakness. When we say market relative strength, relative market weakness, look at the dollar, and that's it, the DXY, and at the same time, we look at the dollar. As you can see, the dollar is in a bullish momentum. That's from 1 hour time frame. Then we have to scale up, go to the top time frame. That's a higher time frame. Still, the format is still the same. And then we have to go to the BTC. These are the markets which make the other movements. So if the rates are decoupled or the rates are not related or correlated, we shall just have to be specifically giving or get a mindset view of generally what's the general trend and the volatility. So guys, on that, we have been trying to respect our trading rules, but usually there is no strategy which works always 100%, but there is no strategy which gives 100% return on investment or something like a win rate. But ideally, you see Bitcoin is just in consolidation. As you can see, it has been consolidating here for months and months. And then when you go to alphas, basically alphas, these alphas, you can find them in Binance. You can come to Binance, and when you go to Binance, you have to look for your favorite list where you had highlighted them as alphas because of the volatility. You see here all perpetuals and derivatives. Now, let's see what are derivatives. BTC. Derivatives, these are basically something like bi-quarterly, 25th. These are like options if you know how to trade options. But we usually trade perpetuals. Let's see. You come here to Binance and look for alphas. Now, when you look for alphas, these alphas, they have a high volatility, high return. Like for example, QSDT. Let me try to look out for QSDT here. Let me put it onto the chart. They are trading within Binance. It's unfortunate that the account is sitting at 3.10. I don't know whether I can zoom out, but the account is sitting at 3.10 since yesterday. Now let's go to trading view. We have to go to trading view and add that pair. Actually, it is ACT USDT pack. We have to look at it. Remember, guys, we don't use APIs to integrate our trading platform onto the Liquid trading view. So ACT, Binance, shall look at the liquidity or Binance Tether is here. Then we shall add it. So it's not adding, maybe I have to kind to do some yeah, I have ref, near, tag, bit, CXC, it means it's CXC, and come here and add it on. So it is ACT, ACT USDT Tether. You click add, it will come to our list here as our favorites. Now, let me hope it is the one, because in Binance here, I have ACT 0.25, then here it is sitting at, literally it might not be the one. I still have to look for it. I don't know why there is a difference. ACT is a perpetual contract, but I don't know why there is a difference between this one and Think, which is in a bearish momentum right now. Compared to the one I'm seeing on trade on my Binance. So the point is here, when you screen out an alpha which is moving, like this one, they are pumping 4%, 6%. Oh, I literally come and look here, like LUSDT is pumping 100. Once a coin pumps like 100%, usually we know it has to retrace or come down to cool from this bullish momentum. Now you can screen this one as they highlighted down on Binance. But the moment you click on that, it will come to your chart. The network. It's very rare for the token to pump to beyond 100. It has first cool on that day, on that level, and then it continues to pump. I have a flu, my God. Hey, YOLO. It is here, it's pumping, it's worth $2. So let's put it on our chart. And first refresh this out. So because the strategy works, we have tested it. Let's deal with another market immediate AU. Binance. Is the one here. So on Binance, they are saying that pump 3. As you can see, it is moving crazy, guys. It is moving crazy. So now, when we have a trading strategy and we have a trading plan, it is already integrated within our systems. So it will tell us that the profit factor standing on this is 1.6, means in the bullish strategy, and the strategy is working based on entry here. What we shall do, we shall scale down to a 15-minute time frame and look for an recent entry. As you can see, it is most recent entry here. Shall just predict or follow the trend. Trend is our friend. Basically, we shall have to re-enter here. Stop loss below, usually below our signal entry, and then a risk reward ratio, which is realistic, 1 to 2, 1 to 3. And given that our strategy is based on a trend, you have always to move to that direction. Literally, what it tells you, this signal, to tell you long, as you can see here, it can give us the signal, and then the market had to pull all the way until when to produce another signal still as your exit. Now guys, you'll find out that the signal produced is consistent, but we have to act immediately. How do you act immediately? Maybe you can come to your email, you can set up a direct web link or a webhook, maybe an SMS alert, like something like that. Now, as we can see that it is still bumping, we can decide to enter from there. As you can see, usually because we know the behavior of these trends, mostly they are maintained. Shall put our entry there, and then 12%, I think it's okay. So we shall have a 2.25 entry. So our stop loss, we shall come to minus, go to stop loss. Remember guys, risk management, the best tool to manage your risk is using a stop loss. So we shall put a 2.24, and then our TP basically will be at 3. Now we have 3, then you have to shoot the leverage. You cannot borrow beyond more than your equity. If you have $5, you borrow 4 as your leverage. Then make sure that the mode of margin is basically isolated, because this can wipe out your balance to fill up the gap. And so we shall click long. As you can see, the order is pressed immediately. Now when you scale down, you shall come here to see that the order is already pressed and filed, and we are down 0.5%. But in a few minutes, because we are trend followers, you'll find out that we are playing into our direction. Let's wait and we see. So guys, our trading strategy is very simple. You just have to be around to understand what take an opportunity which comes around us with us in the market, because down minus 10 cents. We got general and then so as we are down 4%. As you can see here, because we are trend followers, we are following the trend. You can literally use these tools to adjust our parameters of entries and exits, as you can see. So the break even is sitting is at this price level. This is calling. So guys, that's how we enter the trades. That's how we trade. As you can see, always we are in the profitable movements, as you can see them. Only that you have to be patient a bit, but it needs patience. And really trade your way, or you can have a position, and then you have to wait for how to. Let's be consistent in this. And then what I want to tell you on this account, people might ask why am I trading $1, $10 account? Basically because we want to make sure that the emotions are the only difference here attached to the value amount. If you're using $500, $100, $300, basically that's what is going to differentiate you from the other man who is more profitable and making a lot of money compared to you who is using a little capital or a little startup capital on your account. So you have to scale up based on your strategy. You're very sure you know what you're doing, and then at the same time, you're confident to deploy too much capital based on your strategy. Now, guys, you should make sure that you're focusing more on something called win rate and at the same time your profit factor. Now, a profit factor, as you can look at it here, is the ratio between your current averages of wins compared to the losses. You see, we are in a 0.57 compared to a drawdown which is 0.03. So our profit factor is basically 0.5 on this ticker on the same position. Now, when you go to win rate, it is saying 30%, 30.4%. Remember, guys, we don't need 100% or 99%. So long as your win rate is above 30%, as you can see it here, that win rate will make you profitable. Just consistency. So a drawdown which is below 40% is reasonable on your account. Don't allow to go beyond, if like your account is 100%, don't allow to go below down something like 30%. Actually, if you understand risk management and you study about risk management, you understand that you're preserving your capital. You're focusing on your capital management to stay consistent in the market, and then at the same time, you are looking for growth on your equity. So a growth and equity, which is like scaling up, inclined in a upward direction, is basically what you're achieving, or that's what your goal to. And remember, the PNL, you'll never have a green PNL throughout. You expect a red PNL sometimes. Guys, you get that. When you scale down for more data, let me see. I need this special metric. People, if you have a strategy and you have not yet tested out, you need to as you can see, these are the trends. These are the trends, as you can see. You see the losses are -2, -3. There are very many, but they are not over that. And at the same time, the wins are high. 42%, 40%. This strategy, if you know that your strategy wins rate is high, even if you lose a lot of times, it will not be like, literally, it will not mean anything to you. Basically, it will not mean anything to you about. So losses are little, -7%. As you can see them. Let me go to, where is another data? Those are trades and the metrics are here. Those are metrics. And then margin call, return on mission capital, capital efficiency. So you need database guide to understand and assess your performance. As you can see, losses auto trades are 300 and losers are many, but they are minimal. As you can see, return is up, maximum drawdown. So guys, basically that is it. Let's look at straight our position and we see how we are doing. As you can see, we are down, but rate alone, everything will change in our direction. So guys, wish you a nice weekend. Enjoy. This is what I wanted to break down as I was trying to. We are not doing well on that account, but still we are having our capital.